Good afternoon, everyone. Madam Premier, ministerial colleagues, parliamentary colleagues, members of the media, good afternoon. I would like to firstly thank Madam Premier for the confidence she has clearly expressed to me to take on this new exciting ministry of environment planning and infrastructure strategy. More than ever, Bermuda requires a degree of forward planning, harnessing economic, environmental, and social assets to chart our course into the foreseeable and unforeseeable future. This is the role of this new ministry. Bermuda must sustain its development in a world of rapid technological change and extensive mobility of people and economic resources. But we must do so very mindful of the impact today's actions affect the Bermuda of tomorrow. The government intends to pass legislation specific to marine ecosystems to enable sustainable coral reef management. In support, the Department of Planning will utilize provisions of the new Bermuda Plan 2008 to protect and conserve the ecological, natural, and scenic qualities of Bermuda's coastal areas. The plan seeks to preserve and protect coastline and inshore marine environments in which our coral reefs are found. The plan also provides for the carrying out of environmental impact assessments for major coastal development projects, ensuring a careful examination of the potential impact of development prior to the determination of such planning application. The Plan 2008 will also serve to support government's efforts to sustain our water resources, as mentioned by the Minister of Public Works. Recognizing the vulnerability of groundwater resource pollutants, the plan designates areas in proximity to the island's main water resources as, I quote, water resource protected areas, where their protection will take precedence over anything else, because the protection of the water resources is essentially in the national interest and the survival of our country. The objective is to protect those precious water resources through sensitive and the appropriate siting, scale, density, and design of certain types of development. Energy demand and the consequences of increased use are not only Bermuda issues, but they are global in their perspective and in the sensitivity, of course. The government's plan to mount an energy conservation campaign to change Bermuda's mindset regarding its current patterns of excess. Let's face it, everybody, we like to burn a lot of electric like Ron. And waste, of course, will be enhanced by the release of the Department of Energy's white paper, which should be coming to you all very soon. This document will outline the broad policy direction in which we need to travel in order to move Bermuda off the path of what is, frankly, an unacceptable reliance of a high percentage of our fuel on fossil fuels. We must begin to move away from that. That will be a mission of this government, so that we can move into a generation where we are not so dependent on tankers and oil, but move into other sustainable forms of energy. Further, the department will promote initiatives to help grow Bermuda's renewable energy and energy conservation and those industries in Bermuda that are focusing on that. We want to, as Minister Miners and also Minister Kim Wilson-Simmons has said, we want to promote business, and this is certainly an area where we can grow some opportunities for people to get involved with renewable energy opportunities. Further, the Department of Planning will take a significant step towards adopting a new building code which is focused on green, including sustainable energy use in buildings by completing a review of residential component of the current codes. The new code will incorporate sustainable development principles through the adoption of green technologies, as well as fully integrating accessibility requirements. The review of the building code will also take into consideration government's recent thrust and policies towards the encouragement of alternative energy sources and diversification. We really want to focus and make it easy for our people to take on these green technologies, to, if you want to say, jig them up to our existing traditional houses, but also in the new planning as comes forward, rules come forward, they will just fit in to the new planning regime. So we're looking to make sure that those of us who have the older houses can do it, but the new houses will certainly have to do it. Finally, the Department of Energy and Planning will work together to ensure that persons wishing to enhance their properties with eco-friendly solutions will be enabled and encouraged to do so. While it is relatively easy to design new buildings with such features, it is more challenging to, as I said, retrofit. But we want to make it easy in cost and also in principle for people to be able to take on these new technologies. We recognize this is a challenge, and we'll work to remove any obstacles that may currently exist and inhibit us moving into a new generation of energy and sustainability. Thank you, everyone.